Hello. We would like to start off by introducing ourselves. Our team is called CatBon, and we are Veronica, Caroline, and Luke. Thank you so much for this project. We have worked hard and analyzed the different competitors in your industry in order to deliver our best recommendations for your company. We will start off with an internal analysis, followed by a competitor analysis, then look at different alternatives, strategic recommendations, and finish off with risks and mitigations. Ultimately, our goal is to find the most likely positive source of sustainable growth for Torrot moving forward. Torrot has two main categories of bikes, the ones for urban transit and off-road leisure. In their urban transit portfolio, they have four main categories of products: the velocípedo, scooters, bikes, and kids. The velocípedo is available in standard model or in business or cargo, which has a large trunk in order to aid businesses that need better delivery systems. Scooters are also available in both standard and business, known as the Movie. The standard is a lightweight electrical scooter designed to move around the city without any hassle, while the business model is practical and perfect for large organizations and companies, such as delivery and sharing services. Within their bikes category, they have three different types: the mountain bike, urban, and foldable, which are all efficient, agile, and with character. And finally, in the kids category, we have Trial, Enduro, and X-Moto. When looking at their off-road leisure products, Torrot has Enduro, Trial, Kids, and X-Moto. Next, we will look at the products and which channels they are available through. Torrot's main distribution channel is through dealers and stores. Here you can find the movie scooter, city surfer bikes, and all of the kids models. The Trial, Enduro, and Kids are available in stock or by order, and the Velocípedo has to be ordered online. The market quota and sales statistics can be looked at or approached in several different ways. First off, we can look at units sold. This gives one initial look at the global look of how well the company is doing. You can also look at the per product category if you want to focus on specifics. For example, in the previous slides, we spoke about enduro, trials, and kids categories. So if we wanted to know how parents view the company, we could go further in depth and analyzing kids categories specifically. Furthermore, we have the size of the market and evolution. This gives us an idea of the growth of the company and how we can tackle future opportunities. This is important when thinking about market quote and sales statistics, because to improve in these areas, it's important to increase the size of the market and keep track of evolution. We would look at transit and off-road separately, where we could focus primarily on transit. Finally, there's distribution channels and new trends of interest. This adds nicely to our previous point where it's important to keep an eye out on future opportunities. Key success factors are used to maintain high quality for both the product and the service. Firstly, there's the design and own developments. The design is used to attract new consumers. A positive first purchase experience will likely lead to repeat buyers and create a healthy relationship with said consumer. Besides the design, what would also define a high-quality product is the technical side of things. The engines have to work as desired. Whenever technical issues arise, Torrot can guarantee excellent customer service every time. Examples in this area would be whenever a consumer contacts a dealer about the technical issues, Torrot will respond in a timely manner and support the consumer in every way necessary. Furthermore, key success factors are used in the quality and reliability aspects. Reliability is present in the service through constant availability of assistance and expert knowledge from the Torrot team. Finally, to close off, Torrot uses reviews where they ask for consumers' opinions. These reviews are used to make sure that Torrot is aware of the consumer's experience. Knowing how consumers feel about the product gives Torrot the opportunity to improve the quality and service levels in the right areas. Next up is the competitor analysis. Here we will compare Torrot to 5 worldwide competitors. First off, there's Sherco Comp. Previously, we talked about the positioning, sales network, markets, and quality service levels of Torrot. For the competitor analysis, we will compare the areas with each other. Sherco positions themselves in the market as the forerunners in the competitive area of the sport. They also pride themselves for their bike knowledge. The quality and service levels they provide are generally regarded as very high. Sherco approaches the sales network partly through social media and partly through their presence at races. They are a French and Spanish manufacturer, but they're active on an international level due to having many worldwide dealers. The products of Sherco are very comparable to Torrot in the sense that they also have enduro, trial, kids, and X-Ride categories. X-Ride is very similar to what Torrot calls X-Moto. The differences come through the accessories. Sherco offers additional merchandise that isn't necessarily related to the sport, but offers different services. An example is the notebooks that are available in their shop. The notebooks provide additional brand awareness. The services are very comparable to Torrot, where both companies take technical issues very seriously and provide high-quality assistance to the consumers. Sherco's main value comes in the quality of their trial bikes. This high quality attracts competitive riders. Their key activities include the manufacture and distribution of their bikes to hundreds of stores throughout Europe. Their key resource is the HRD company, which was obtained in early 2002, allowing the company to step into the highly competitive 50cc market. Lastly, Sherco has partnered with a number of different specialty stores across Europe to make sure they get their products to as many consumers as possible while guaranteeing excellent service. Sherco's main distribution channel is through dealers. They commonly sell 50, enduro, and trial, and they make sure to fulfill their demand according to geographical location, since different regions or countries have different preferences for styles of bikes. Their accessories are not stocked. They have to be ordered and delivered to each consumer specifically. The current models available are from the 2016 collection and range from 6,200 euros up to 9,300, depending on the model and characteristics of each, and all models are sold fairly equal. Moving on, the next competitor we will look at is Osset. They have positioned themselves in the mind of the consumer as the best bike for children who want to learn the sport. They are the world leader in the design and manufacture of electric motorbikes. They pride themselves in giving children the opportunity to learn the sport in the comfort of their backyard without disturbing their neighbors, since their bikes are quiet compared to regular motorbikes. Their headquarters are located in the UK, and they sell primarily to the US, but also have dealers in over 25 other countries. Their sales network is mainly through dealers, and they also have a large social presence at clubs and youth events as the way to develop their public relations. Osset's value proposition is quality, ecologically friendly bikes designed for young riders with the promise of safety and fun. Their key activities include production and distribution of their products. They also have a wide media presence. Within their costs are those associated with their key activities, as well as marketing costs, which allow the company to create a brand image and attract potential new customers. Finally, Osset has partnered with a wide range of specialty stores across Canada and the US to deliver their products mainly within North America. When looking at Osset's products, there is a great resemblance to Torrot's product lines. Osset also offers enduro, trial, and kids. Within each of these categories, Osset offers somewhat more of a variety in terms of the different specialties that each bike offers. A point of difference between Osset and Torrot is that Osset offers accessories, more specifically casual and riding wear. Unlike Sherco, Osset keeps their line of accessories specific to the sport of riding. Also, when looking at the services that Osset has to offer, they have technical videos which allow the consumer to gain some knowledge about their product and how to improve it without much hassle. They also have on their website a resources section, frequently asked questions, and email support in order to stay in touch with the consumer at all times and offer the best service they can. Osset's distribution channels are mainly through dealers located across Canada and the United States, and they also have available information on their website about importers in over 25 countries, which allows them to distribute their product outside Canada and the US. Osset's price range is between $1,200 and $4,300, depending on the model and specifications desired by the consumer. It is also important to note that since Osset uses dealers to distribute their products, it is possible that the prices they originally intended might be higher due to the additional commissions from the part of the dealer. On with the next competitor, TM Racing. Similarly to Sherco, TM Racing focuses on the competitive side of the sport, and their bikes are focused on high performance. Besides focused on competitiveness, TM Racing also positions themselves on the market as a supplier of bikes, parts, and technical support, rather than outsourcing these tasks to external companies. TM Racing is an Italian company that is active on the international market, and is accessible worldwide. TM Racing contracts their consumers through stores. Their sales network differs from other companies in this area because the other competitors seem to focus on contact points such as social media or presence at races. The most important comparison point of quality and service level of TM Racing is financing. As mentioned in the previous slide, financing is a very strong part of what makes TM Racing a valid competitor in the market. This can be seen in the value proposition as well. Next to the finances, the performance and superb quality of the product is also of great importance within the company. Their cost structure and key resources were not available and therefore were not included in the competitor analysis. A partner of TM Racing is Barker Brothers, which is their main Canadian distributors. TM Racing's products are different from those of Torrot since they focus mainly on enduro and flat track motorbikes. These are regular gas motorbikes, thus tend to be quite loud and not very ecologically friendly. They have a different focus from Torrot since they are not as ecologically conscious and rather pride themselves in delivering high performance motorbikes. Within their accessories, they offer spare parts, owner's manuals, and other kinds of manuals to give their customers autonomy in how to personalize their bikes. Unlike the other competitors that have been analyzed so far, TM offers their consumers direct financing, which creates better customer relationship and speeds up the process, creating an overall positive experience for the consumer. On top of what, they also provide consumers with the Racer Assistance Program, which ensures that the user will always have support from the company. The next competitor we will look at is Mecatecno. Mecatecno is a small brand with a focus on fun and safety, such it has a completely different angle than the other companies we have discussed so far. Mecatecno works primarily in Spain and doesn't have a place in the international market. It differs from the other companies by having 100% electrical, ecological, and efficient quality and service levels. The bikes are marketed as perfect bikes for this very reason. As mentioned before, Mecatecno is focused mostly on kids. Therefore, their value comes from the fact that the product they provide is very safe and enjoyable. Their key activities include manufacturing and distribution, media presence, and financing. Their cost structure is composed of the production of bikes, accessories, and spare parts, as well as media, public relations, and marketing, and they have partnered with some local Catalan races such as the Copa Catalana de Trial de Nens and the Campionat de Catalunya de Trial. Their products include 5 different electric bikes designed for kids, accessories such as jackets, shirts, pants, helmets, gloves, boots, and neckbands, as well as spare parts, and their services are their company website and Facebook page, along with the selling of their products. Mecatecno's channels include the company store, and they have a subsidiary called Gliese Racing Equipment. Lastly, our final competitor is Skotom. They have positioned themselves in the market as being the producers of safe and environmental bikes. They are currently serving the Spanish market. They have focused on the industries of delivery, police, and security as their target markets. Similarly to that of Torrot, their quality has focused on being reliable and safe, and their sales network has been narrowed down to stores and expos. Their value proposition is trustworthiness that comes in the form of bikes that are safe and eco-friendly. Their key activities include manufacture and distribution, but they also pride themselves in having extensive research and development departments, which Torrot does not have. Skotom has partnered with local businesses that are in need of a reliable scooter for their day-to-day activities. Some of these include Correo Santander and Burger.me. Unlike Torrot and the other competitors previously mentioned, Skotom doesn't have a wide range of products. There are 4 different models of e-scooters to choose from, and they do not offer any accessories or spare parts. Furthermore, their services are limited to in-store service and repairs. Next up, we will talk about some strategic recommendations that might be of use to the company moving forward. Starting off, there's a SWOT analysis for Torrot. This means that we will be evaluating the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that the company will face in the upcoming period. First off, the strengths of the company are that it has various models, giving consumers a wide range of options to choose from. It's vertically integrated, has a focus on sustainability, which is fairly unusual in the industry at this point, making it stand out from its competitors. Lastly, they're early movers and they're innovative. This keeps them strong and engaged, making sure that they're front runners in their industry. Even though Torrot has many strengths, there's also one weakness which can be improved. Torrot has three different sales channels: dealerships, stores, and online. The dealership channels is one of the weaknesses due to it being limited in terms of availability. Torrot also has an e-commerce platform. This offers opportunities to bring new products into the market in a faster and more convenient way for the consumer. For example, this is how the Velocipedo has been introduced. Currently, the development of the electric motorcycle is behind, which means that when Torrot recognizes this and takes advantage of it, they can lead in the market with innovative products. Finally, when Torrot is able to gain control of the market in this sense, it will be able to develop new revenue streams and get a stronger position in the market. The biggest threat that Torrot is facing at this moment are competitors or new entrants that attack Torrot's weakness. This is done by having stronger sales channels. Due to the many available opportunities for Torrot, one other threat would be to spread too thin, leaving some areas with less attention than required. Other competitors could act on this by overtaking Torrot in these areas. To summarize, it's important that Torrot act on their strengths and opportunities, but does not lose focus of the abilities of the competitors. Some potential alternatives for Torrot are the possibility of organic growth, a joint venture, or a merger and/or acquisition. With organic growth, it would be necessary to outsource digital and mechanical capabilities, and research and development would be required to enter new markets. In the case of a joint venture, the mechanical capabilities could be a point of expansion so long as there aren't any competitive issues and there could be some potential increase in market share. And finally, with mergers and acquisitions, a company with e-commerce and brand strength that is already in different markets could be very beneficial in order to grow the business. Ideally, the companies that could potentially be beneficial as target acquisitions would be Sherco, Osset, Mecatecno, and Scotland. This is based on digital and mechanical advancements, brand growth, new markets, and new revenue streams that the 5 competitors have. They each have their own strengths and weaknesses that must be further evaluated in greater depth, but right off the bat, it is possible to see that they each have certain traits that Torrot could benefit from. Finally, you can find the appendix attached at the end of our presentation with any additional information that we have used during the presentation. Hope this has been useful, and thank you so much for this opportunity.